she got tired and like she don't want to talk to nobody right now. Okay.
No.
Because he know I'm a flamer. That's why I don't want
to. That's not even really fair because first time I talked to Devin,
Yeah.
I was talking in the background and he said, "Tell her this is a boys' man or boys' night," or what did he say?
Yeah, off the rip. Off
I
the rip.
don't know what you're talking
Talking
about.
to.
I didn't say that
Well,
shit.
Devin's like, hey, yo, what? Control your girl, bro.
I did not say that.
Yes, it was the first thing you said.
Oh
You
my
going bubble, nigga?
gosh.
Look at the little doggy.
The little pupperoo?
Where?
Yeah. Oh, out. It's fucking over here. Yeah, no. So you really were talking to my wife.
No, talk shit.
She's my wife. The first week that we talked.
I didn't know him, and he said, tell her this is my time.
Listen,
This is where it's all started.
listen. Why don't you give him some space when he's with the boys? That's all I want. That's all I'm asking.
No, no.
Well, he said, great or good, I am your wife.
Right? I'm the greatest good you are ever gonna get. Oh my gosh. Where is my super suit? Do you know you're streaming? Yes, I know I'm streaming. I just had to call Stefan, and then I had like a little glitch
I didn't
issue.
even know you was on stream. I thought that your ass was in the car, like driving home or some
I was
shit.
literally starting stream, and then I was like, "Nah, I'm gonna call it back real quick," while people like start to work their way in.
Hold on. Let me guess who talking that shit. Just off the rip.
Let me put you close to the mic.
Immediately, Sophie even got it down to a T. Ain't it her? I bet you it's her. I can feel.
I like her.
I can feel the aura of disobedience radiating through her microphone to me. I don't even gotta hear what she's saying. I just know you speaking.
I love her chiming in. She's like, "I love her."
I like her.
Put me on speaker actually because I want to say you can't get rid of me.
Listen,
I want you
you
to know
hear
you can
Stefan.
block me. You can time me out. You can't get rid of a nigga that already feels dead inside. Do you hear me? Do you hear? Do you hear me?
I already feel dead inside. You can't hurt me more. The fuck?
Telling you.
The whole time she was listening.
The whole. Listen.
Now I feel bad. I don't actually hate you, Devin. I just talk shit.
Nah, chat. Y'all see your haters right here?
He said, nah, chat.
Y'all see they try to keep me down and shit?
Real quick. Go ahead and put pause and chop.
Sophia, I can guarantee you, Alex is on your side. She hates me more than you do.
I know, but I'm not like actually.
Nah.
You tell Mrs. that when I get home, I'm about to flame her ass. And I'm about to be on some T-Pain shit.
I don't think you want that.
I'm about to be on some T-Pain shit because you can't blame it on the alcohol. So I'm flaming your ass. I promise you.
So that Jamie Foxx.
Whatever. Some niggas. Some dark-skinned nigga that don't got no hair. Somebody.
No. We can't keep going. We can't keep going on this stream like this.
You be demonetized. I can't keep talking to you. I got my boy in tears.
Oh my gosh. All the wives hate DK, bro. Why is that factual? That's what I want to know.
It's all right. Well,
It's okay.
You lucky.
Listen.
Alex, I got a wife to attend to, so I gotta go. You win this round. Right?
Stop.
I told Alex that, but she's lucky that I got a wife to attend to. I keep roasting her ass, so she won this round.
I could be there and flame that ass.
But I will fucking just hop in your chat and talk shit to her personally. So that's fine.
From the comfort of my own home.
In the comfort of your own home, you
Are
are
y'all in the
that's
car?
crazy.
What are you doing? Are you in the car? Are you selling cars?
Yes, I'm selling cars.
I'm selling cars right now. Buy this. All right.
I'm about to be an honest salesman too. Like fucking, like I'm gonna be like, you know damn well fucking your big old fucking husky ass is 280 pounds. What the fuck you gonna be in a convertible for?
Get out of that RX-8. Okay, you don't even fit in it.
He said, look, nigga, my fucking nigga, like I don't even got butter in the back fridge of my break room to fucking slide your ass out. Get out of my fucking car. I just got this shit detailed. Yeah.
I can't let you sit in this until I know your credit score. I tell you what though. I have to like get people's like driver's license and socials and stuff at work all the time, and I am like the most direct about it. Like we start off there with the conversation. I get to that point. I was like, "Hey, yo, man, what's your driver's license number?" He'd be like, "All right, man. And you know your social off the top of your head? Yeah, go ahead and tell me that. I'm ready." They'll be like, "Oh yeah."
Listen, the only niggas that I will ever judge are the white ass niggas that come in wearing some Birkenstocks or some sandals.
Oh my
There's
god.
Them niggas I won't even question. I'd be like, you want to step that? I don't even see you credit, sir. It's fine.
Sandals at a car dealership?
But a nigga come in my shit with some dreads and his pants sagging. I need your driver's license, your social, your mama's address. I know you.
I need 3 references.
Nigga, I need 3 references and your PO don't count.
I don't know. I don't care. Money is money. I don't care where it comes from. It's not my business to know if you sell drugs or not. I am.
If you come to my dealership talking about I want to buy me a Dodge Challenger, okay. So is that what's gonna be on credit? And you throw a duffel bag on my desk? No, sir.
I will slide that duffel bag my way. I will take my cut in cash.
He said, I don't know how many are fucking banded up, but I'm gonna take at least 3 piles.
Drug money is just as green. That's what I'm saying. Just a dude wearing Birks.
It's just as green. It's morally wrong.
Nah. Hey, if you wanted to dodge a challenger that bad, you could have joined the military. But look at you now.
First off, that's your lie. I joined for my Challenger. I got my motherfucking Civic. I said, damn.
It's not a Civic.
A Civic.
That's a step above a Crown Vic, personally.
Nigga, a 2014. Nigga, that's a step below a Crown Vic.
I can't breathe.
Step
That's a
above.
step below. Oh my god. Oh no.
That's step above.
A Crown Victoria is great.
Nigga, fucking, I'll fucking rather drive me a Fiat than drive me a fucking Crown Vic.
I could never fit the Fiat.
A Fiat.
If it goes credit.
The real small ones that fucking blow around and get when fucking it's windy outside because it don't got no weight to it. But fucking go ahead and do your stream. I'll hop on and I'll talk to you in a second.
All right. I'll see you later.
Tell Alpha come for us.
I will. Tell Sophia you're on my time now, so tell her to leave you alone.
Alright, hold on. Babe. Devin said, and I quote, tell Sophia that you my nigga now. If she got anything to say, she can say in court because I own you.
Not what I said.
She said, shut the fuck up. How dare you speak to me in such manner?
You said that like I was a slave owner.
He said, I bought this nigga for fucking 10 shillings and a pile of cotton.
We never.
With my my
we're
property.
we're
Is what
never
he
gonna
said.
let Stefan translate for anybody. He's cut off. He
He gonna
could
be all
never.
like, he gonna
Honestly.
be all like, yeah,
This is why the
yeah.
wives hate you.
This is why I was thinking. I'm coming. Okay.
Crazy. What is she trying to get on the phone? Tell her nah. I'm not talking to
No, no,
her.
no, no. No. She trying to make a nigga do laundry. She trying to reassert her dominance that she's a real slave owner, not you.
Oh, she's like, it's 2024. You do the laundry too.
Nah, fuck
Facts.
that. Nah, I'll be like, listen, fucking,
I'm
I want
doing
to be
laundry
you, alright?
too. Oh my gosh.
Sleep peacefully in the bed and shit.
I'm getting some water. Yo, I need some. Oh my gosh. Get me, bro.
Step it in the stream.
All right. I'm gonna get back to stream. I'll talk to you later.
Nah.
All right, bye. Bro, he's crazy. Who's that guy, man? Who's that guy? Who's that guy? Who's that guy? You're wild. Okay, maybe I can kind of see how the wives might hate me sometimes. I don't know. Nayadim. One man wolf pack. I think we would make a hilarious hangover movie. That was a huge pickle. That was a big ass pickle. No, we know that's your other bestie. I only got a couple besties. Like a moth to a flame. Wow. Oh my goodness. Hey guys, good news. We're not dropping frames tonight, so we're great for a minute. Did you see my food crime in the food chat? Are you talking about your toasted sandwich that you got from... Ain't no way you did more. Also, I did know that I went live 10 minutes ago. And like something happened, thing was goofed. And I redid it. Hold on, wait. If it ain't MLK, MLK Jr. popcorn. I think I'm exactly what MLK Jr. popped for. A mixed baby. How was this a crime? I don't think it was bad. Quite honestly. Sounds pretty good. I wouldn't have gone for teriyaki. Because there's like... I don't know how to describe it. The teriyaki and then going for what you went for is like really like two different kind of tastes. But I'm not opposed to it. Because I think the teriyaki is just pretty sweet. Which this is like a very sweet and savory. And I like it. I think it looks good. Did you hear that, Quasi? It was good, but it was a sin. How? Teriyaki and chipotle sauce? I'm with you. I get it. I get it. I'm with you. But then again, I'm not mad. It could be way worse than that. It's heinous. I don't think so. I don't think it's that bad. I don't even eat wings. You don't eat wings. to cameos. I cried. Did you watch them play through it? I thought it was kind of actually a good like crash through game. It wouldn't take that long to beat like the first one, but it was enough to justify the price, I think. Quite honestly, I think about your Subway sub, I don't think it's bad. I actually think it's one of those things that you would order. It's almost like whenever they do those cooking shows and they're given weird ingredients and they put something together and you're like, and the judge is like, this shouldn't work, but it does somehow. You pass. You did good. You know, like that's what I feel about your sandwich. Like, sure, not the correct blend, not the sandwich that I would have put those things on, but I think it would slap. I think it would. Solid 15-hour playthrough. That's what I heard. I heard it was like, what was it? What did I hear? I saw the short. It was like, it's about 15. They said like somewhere in the teens, like 13 to 16 hours to finish. And he said if you wanted to 100% it, it was about 22 to 25 hours or something like that. Which I was like, that's pretty damn good. But I love to hear that they did a lot of cameos and stuff. Great stuff. That's a crime. Them untoasted subs. I'm not though. I'm not. 22 if you're bad and slow. To 100% it? I can see if you had to go back and do a few things or you're getting extra puzzle pieces. Those same mechanics. Listen, Linda. Listen, Linda. Max 20? Really? For a 100% run? I'm with it. I think what you really missed out on is the jalapenos. Jalapenos and Baja Blast go together. I mean, not Baja Blast, Baja Chipotle. That Baja Chipotle with jalapenos, I think there's something about that spice and that. I mean, it's just it's so good. I think it was really solid. If you did all that on like a chicken bacon and you subbed the ranch for the Chipotle and did everything else right and added those jalapenos, that sandwich goes hard as can be. Let me tell you. I just can't keep down spicy tonight. And I respect it. I'm with you. I never miss a chance for the spice though. That's like, I think it's needed. Guys, I cleaned this room today. I wiped down everything on the desk, all the monitors. PlayStation's not dusty anymore. I sucked up all the dog and cat hair in this room. I lit a candle to set the mood. It was great. It's so good. I needed it. This place actually feels good again. Look, Quasi's actually sleeping on the floor. Because that boy's like, it's nice. It smells nice. It's good in here. Dad did right. I did. Even though you the one that made it dirty in the first place. I respect it. Anyways. I need to get back with it. We're going to get any type of playthrough going. Here we go. Why is it blurry? Do y'all see that too? Is it blurry to you? All of a sudden now we just clear? Okay. Okay. I know, I hit that circle and I was like, okay, that's better. Sorry, I was in the store because I was looking at so there's Dragon Ball Sparkling Zero and Metaphor Refantasio, which I've talked about like 50,000 times. Both of those come out on October 11th. Now, Dragon Ball Dragon Ball comes out 3 days early if you get any of the deluxe editions, which I was actually thinking about getting just because the DLC is on point. Yeah, so I want that. Peggle, yes, and Peggle was on sale for like literally $1. I think this was like $2. It's Sparking Zero, not Sparkling. Really? But why? Hey, yo, lock it in. Let's go look. I can't believe I've never noticed that. I thought it was sparkling. I don't know. It's got Super Saiyan 50,000s. It is sparking. Oh, I said a sparking exclamation point and then a 0. What the fuck does that even mean? I ain't gonna question it because they got the OGs in here. And if they put Android 21 in here, I can't ask any questions or make any complaints. I'm game. Oh, also, I heard they put Majin Buu in here. I saw that. I was like, yeah, that's gotta come. Japanese titles are only about 5s. Facts. Super Mega Ultra. Hey, yo, that look crazy. So anyways, I was looking up about those two games because I want both those games in October. And I'm going to be playing them. You know we're playing Metaphor on release. But I was thinking, because I was like, I had two things I was really thinking about. Was like, I really wanted the physical copies. Because I'm like, I don't know. I mean, here's my 2 cents about it. I think the thing that happened with Sony was some bullshit. And then, which I'm sure to backtrack, let y'all know what happened, is whenever Sony pulled off those like movies and TV shows off, people who paid for them didn't get a refund. They just pulled it entirely. That's when it came to the surface more, which several people have talked about in the past, but it sort of proved that like you only, when you buy an online product, you pay for the license to play it. You don't even like own a digital version of that product. It's not like it's not like NFTs or like how you like actually own the digital like product. You don't own it. You just own a license to play it, and they can pull it at any time. So I'm like, okay, cool. You're still selling it for like full price though, which on Steam almost makes sense now because they have Steam Cloud and they've come out with their own console, the Steam Deck. So it's like, okay, I'm paying for a digital license for that product, but I can play it anywhere at the highest frames and quality, at the highest frames per second in quality. I can switch from device to device and keep my save files on a cloud that I don't have to pay for that server that's storing my data. So I was like, there's that. So I was like, there are things that benefit you from that end. I personally, though, I'm like feeling like, okay, but I want physical copies of things. I would love that. But I was like, What I wanted was the collector's edition of Metaphor. Can't get it. Sold out. Nobody's coming off of any of it. And I'm like, well, the whole point of the collector's edition was like the art book, things like that. And I was like, without that, I don't really need any of the other stuff. So then I was like, well, I might as well just buy it digitally so I can have it day one. I don't have to worry about a physical product. And it's a long ass game. It's an Atlas game. So I'm like, I'm going to be playing it on the go. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I'm playing it on stream. Plus I'm going to play it off stream on my Steam Deck. I'm going to play between them. And I was thinking the same thing for Dragon Ball. I was like, well, I could buy the physical copy, but what else am I getting? I'm not even getting a steelbook, which I love steelbooks. I wish they were a more common thing with like deluxe editions and shit. That's just me personally. I love them, but people, it's a lost art. I hardly ever see them anymore. And so I'm kind of like, I don't know, I've kind of like fallen out. I'm like, you know what? I think I'm just gonna get the digital. And I go back, like, listen, I don't think that these game companies will ever pull an actual game title and hit you with that you only pay the license shit. Sony did that with like media, like visual media, like TV shows and shit that were not extremely popular. But it was kind of like, okay, but this was something that I bought and you just kind of pulled it. And it showed you can do that for these things. They probably will not. Otherwise, they will receive a humongous backlash and they will get sued. And there's a possibility you're going to have some of the best lawyers come after you for that shit. For sure. Well, I don't think they're going to pull anything wicked with like a big title. But I'm with you. Like, I don't know. Those are all my thoughts on it. The Concord shit is wild. I would struggle if I worked that hard on a game. And I knew when the last like state of play when they talked about Concord and it was the first thing they talked about and they hyped it up so much and I was like, this ain't gonna do it. I was like, this is really remnant of like Overwatch, and I was like, they will not be able to compete or take a piece of Overwatch. Like, it just ain't happening. And yeah, they bombed hard though. That sucks. That's why I'm a fucking hammer. One Piece rules. Nah, no doubt. The day that they pull like a high quality title, like a 60, 70, 50 plus dollar game, they pull like an extremely popular game that millions of people own, and they pull that license shit, I guarantee you, I will be on my One Piece vibes. You will, and a bunch of other people will, and there's gonna be some heat. Okay, Sakubo joined the list of friends after Endurance did as well. You need info on the last two phases. Check your email. Okay, yeah. That's what we talked about last time. I'm sorry, I'm going back and forth. Get you a Nas. A Nas? You talking about that energy drink, Nas? I'm gonna check my shit back. Exactly. Big facts. Here's the thing. I don't think that either party wants to sign off on something like that, and there would be no point in doing that. I don't know. Like, that's just not something. That's no backlash that's gonna happen, man. I'm like 100% positive they do not want that smoke. But that's my thoughts personally. But I say all that to say, I did want the physical, but I only wanted the physical one, for metaphor, if I could get the collector's edition, it was worth it to have it physically, and I would only play it on the PlayStation. And I have a Portal, but it's not the same as like having it hard downloaded to your device. Like there's still like you got to make sure that the internet connections are perfect and blah blah blah. Like that doesn't help as much with the mobile side of things. But I will say like it without that and the Dragon Ball Z like collector's edition had like a statue and stuff, which I'm not against, but like the statue wasn't something I was super into about Dragon Ball. And I was like, I get the main things that I wanted just from having the deluxe edition. And I was like, I might as well just go digital. Like, just kind of like, it fits the space well. Called mushroom hunting. I was wondering if you'd like to do it with me and Bo. I know you might get mad. There's a thread discussing triage on the community forums.
Wait a minute. There's a post about triage on the forums. Let's check it out.
Let's check it out, baby. Hidden, forbidden, and heat.
This is from Pyros the Third, right? I wonder if he found a new sign. The area words are Theta, hidden, forbidden in heat. Let's check it out just in case. Let's try going to that area Pyros the Third found. The area words are Theta, hidden, forbidden in heat.
Sugar Mansion?
So Pyros the Third is over there?
So you foolishly come, Triage. At long last, we meet again. Help yourself to a taste of my rope.
Huh?
I have no name to give to scoundrels. Ah! Like a wild eagle with broken wings. Pyros the Third, the magnificent eagle man of blue cloudy weather, is here.
I got a serious case of deja vu.
Huh? You're
You have fair eyes.
Yeah. And what's an eagle doing with broken wings anyway?
Isn't that guy he left behind the right? Yes, it is. See, but I think the only major company that said that was Ubisoft or Ubisoft.
My bad, my
And
bad. I completely thought
they
the
fucked up by
Triad
saying
showed
that.
up.
Their sales went down. Fuck
Right.
those guys.
Are you still chasing him?
Let's think about it. What reminds me of you, Alex.
Well, just listen to this totally hypothetical
I
story.
love it.
Imagine that there is a certain graphic artist at a certain game company. That man possessed the greatest of confidence in his graphical creations. He logged into his company's game to experience his creations in their native environment.
Hey,
But one day, he saw something before his very eyes that he could not believe.
look, I said...
His super amazing, ultra incredible graphics had been deformed by these awful, hideous, disgusting triangular monstrosities! What blasphemy! What violence! Now having transformed into a demon fueled by...
Yeah, I've already heard all that.
Huh?
I told you this before. Triage isn't someone you can handle.
This I drew
chasing
like
it.
Haseo.
It cost you your
The
life.
I am a man who
Look
has
at that
pledged
rock
his
over there that
entire
I love.
life to graphics. I'll never stop until I catch him. I swear it!
I
Just
swear.
now you're not even trying to hide it's you.
Now I must be off to defeat the hateful Triad!
Fair.
May the glitter of stars be always upon your head at all times! I'm off!
What? Not the rock fucking rules. Okay. Well, now we know that there's a triad symbol. He's such a Chad. The rock, not the golden dude. Hey, Furos the Third is great. He's a man of the people. When in doubt, log out. Oh look, I got an unread email. Hold on, games. That might have been loud. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna go grab some water. I'll be right back. Give me like 2 seconds. Come on, Fuzzy. I'll go feed you. I know. Celestial, what's up? Hey, no riots. Whew, sorry guys. Like I was telling y'all when I was with Stefan, I was like, look, bro, I'm doing laundry too. That's what I was just doing. I was switching. Had to take out the dryer load. Had to put in the washer to the dryer because that had a lot of like my work clothes for the week. And then I did my second load, which was a lot of my mix of mine and Ashley's clothes. So I had to knock that out. And then I had to feed Quasi because he was hungry. He'll probably beat on the door soon to get back in. And a turtle and a Link, like Link from Zelda. That sounds awesome. Are you just on a Minecraft kick? Are you playing with friends? Haseo, you're going to blah blah blah. Aesthetic hardship, Aster. You better invite me and Master in. If you complain or don't invite us. You know what happened. Alright, sorry, that sentence looked weird. Yeah?
Seriously,
Okay.
what is this girl's deal? Still, I can't ignore her, or I'll pay for it later.
I guess we're doing it. Ah, so you've been playing for a while. That's like your thing. Okay. I like how they got him right by the gate.
Saku an entrance for special training.
Type shit. Guess what I got?
Yours to take out the boss.
I got the Reese's Sticks, baby. You already know what this is.
I
Alright.
picked it so I could see Master N's skills up close and firsthand. What do you think?
Which do you like better? Clear fields or cloudy fields?
Huh? I don't know. Cloudy, I guess?
Really? Me too. I had a feeling that we would get along wonderfully.
Okay, yeah, bro. Idris is like that boy's own one. Always had to start anew in different realms. You don't like starting new? See, I'm the opposite. I like starting new a lot. That's kind of what I liked about some of the RPGs like Skyrim and things like that. It's like once I played it enough, I'm like, I want to start a new character and do it this way. And like, I would just rework everything. And I like going from the ground up. Because once you like get so far and you keep grinding and you're doing all these good things, I'm like, man, there was that fun of like building that character. I don't know. There's something about that like beginning stage that's really good. I think I'm a little bit of a fresh start type of man, but I don't know much about Minecraft. I might feel different about Minecraft. Ah, see, you get it. See, that might just be the thing. That might just be like a Skyrim versus Minecraft type of thing. I might be more inclined to like not start new with Minecraft, but just build on my world. You know, actually, I kind of feel like that's true. Because, like, when I play with Eliza, she's like, let's start a whole new world. I think we got a bad start. And I'm like, no, just keep the one we got and, like, keep going. Like, there's so much more we can do, you know? And I'm like, I don't want to start another one. I think the mid game for Minecraft could be a ton of fun, and you could spend forever there. Rather, I think some games are like heavy in the beginning. No, I'll get the hood. Yeah, that's like a 75. Trash that. Ah, my controller, I'm sorry. Yeah, they're just gonna make me go all the way around.
You're open.
You're open. This game to start. Yes. Oh, that's nice. How do you feel about the Minecraft movie that just got announced? Are you like excited for that, or are you like, oh, that didn't look like a good depiction of the game or anything at all? That's a lock of your hair. I can't believe I missed that comment. Oh my gosh. No, you're right. You are not wrong at all. Ooh, they just started walking my way as soon as I started. I haven't even opened up my chocolates yet. Face the other direction.
Take that!
I probably should have got the scythe. That would have been way better for these guys. No, I'm saying still. I can read that. That red symbol in the middle of that is that's the kanji for 3 or san. So tri-strike, that's probably san in the middle, and then the word strike with the other characters written out in hiragana. But just to show you my skills, show me your moves. No, but it's crazy that I'm like noticing little things like that. Like I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense. I'm learning a little bit of Japanese here and there. I think you're being very kind of us, I would think it would look a lot better. Yes. Right, the llama? I don't think I played it enough to like get all the references and stuff. And so I was kind of lost. Like, I don't think it was a movie that like every single body can like go to. But also the brand wasn't that, like, isn't as big. It was like the Mario movie. Like, everybody knows Super Mario to an extent. I think there were a lot of things about that Minecraft movie trailer that I was like, what? But I also was like, I don't know. Like, that just didn't seem like super duper appealing. I need to show Eliza and see if she actually like thinks it's cool or not. Like, see if a kid gets excited about that. But I'm kind of with you. I don't think it's in an art style that I think would have went well. I think for Minecraft, doing that animated version like you were talking about would have went over so well. Like, look, you just did a really successful, like, version of a gaming IP right here like this with these actors. You get Jack Black, who was in the Mario movie and did a fantastic job. And you're like, oh yeah, we're not gonna move like that. We're gonna do this other, like, kind of hybrid thing with a lot of CGI. And I just was like, eh. Oh my gosh. I don't even know where that laugh came from, but I felt it. Honestly, I think Jack Black had a monopoly. Not a monopoly, but I think he's doing so extremely well with kids' movies right now that it feels like he's almost found a little niche that, like, he's gonna get hired out for those movies. Like, he just did Bowser for the Mario movie. I think he did pretty good. He did another Kung Fu Panda movie, which I think did decent. They've got him in this Minecraft movie, which I was kind of like, okay. Like, it just looks like you're getting him these kids' movie audiences, or these similar style IPs. And I'm like, it's kind of like, it's almost becoming his thing. I was like, he's maybe a movie or two off from, like, Jack Black has come back into the acting scene full force as, like, a kid's movie actor. To be honest, he's always been big for it, though. I don't know if I necessarily would have said he was a kid actor at first. Like, I think about, like, School of Rock. I don't think about it as, like, a kid's movie type of thing. You know? Like, I think that was, like, a really... Honestly, I think it had a lot of, like, adult-related, like, humor and stuff that it was, like, going for. And, like, the fact that he was the teacher at a kid's school was funny. And Nacho Libre was good, but, like, is Nacho Libre like a kid's movie? You know, like, Nacho Libre is a family movie. So, I mean, I get it. Nacho Libre is a good example. Nacho Libre is a good one for you. I think that's good. I don't know. I don't think it was as prominent as it is now. And, like, Jack Black did, like, so they did those few holiday movies where they brought in, like, a ton of actors. You know what I'm talking about? They did, like, Valentine's Day, Christmas Eve, blah, blah, blah. You know, and they would do, like, the 50 Romances, Jumanji. See, that's what I'm talking about. But that's new. Like, that just came out, like, this past few years. Like, these past few years, since he's been doing the Kung Fu Panda movies, that's kind of been his thing. He's kind of moving into it. I think Nacho Libre is more of a family movie than School of Rock, for sure. But, like, he's done a couple romances. I don't think they really took off, or they were really, like, you think about him like, oh yeah, that's his, like, I think this is his bread and butter now. They do. But considering, like, Kung Fu Panda's been going on for a minute, and, like, recently since the third and fourth one came out, and I remember, yeah, Shallow Hal, that was a good, funny movie, but that was an adult, like, romance type of thing. Kids movies are a gold mine. Yes. I'm thinking, you see, I'm just thinking he's finding his little, he's finding that spot where he just fits right in. And I kind of like it for him. I think it's good. Like, I don't know, I think he's really good for it too. And like, I know Jack Black can be a bit like, you know, I think he can fit well with some adult humor. He can get it pretty crude. Or, you know, he might cuss every now and then. And like, but I think he's really pulled it in, and he's done really well with the humor for the family and for the kids. I'd honestly say we might. You know, y'all made a good point earlier. I almost feel, can we say that Nacho Libre was the start of him doing, like, really becoming big in the family-friendly movie space? He was in Shark Tale. Who was he in Shark Tale? I'm hearing his voice in my head, and I'm trying to think about Shark Tale and who he was. He wasn't the friendly shark, was he? No. He was. Oh shit, no way. Is his voice, did he just make his voice a little higher? Oh, I'm trying to remember that guy's voice. Okay. He was. Yeah. He was. Oh my gosh. I don't think I ever put that together. I don't think I ever noticed that. Oh my gosh, you opened my eyes. What year did Shark Tale come out? Hey, bro, 2 AKs? My bad, Chief. Reach for the sky. Oh, the Dusty Miller that I gave him. That's funny. That's a really good piece to the game. The fact that the Dusty Miller that I sold Sakubo in the last game is what they're using as their equipment right now. That's pretty cool. 20 years ago? Ain't no fucking way. Shark Tales came out 20 years ago? In 2004? The first Kung Fu Panda was 2008? Hold on. Pause. I'm about to look up Jack Black movies. I hope that they're giving me the years. This is exactly what I wanted. Jack Black's in the new Borderlands movie that came out this year. Video game IP. He's sticking with it. He was in Jumanji. Let's see. See, I'm looking at like his 90s movies. Very much humor, serious. What is this about? He was in The Holiday, not Valentine's Day. So but Blackjack was in... Jack Black was in Anchorman? No. He was in King Kong in 2005. I'm sure you did the Google. I'm just looking. Because I'm like, because I mainly looked it up because I was wanting to see like if I was right about that. Are you saying no comment about the Anchorman thing? I can't remember him in Anchorman. Okay, he did Tropic Thunder in 2008, but okay, but get me this, because you said Ice Age. That's right too. That's a big one. But even let's start with Ice Age and let's look at the track record over the years. You've got, we'll just say, no comment about the Borderlands. Well, Borderlands is not really like the kids' idea that I had, but it does translate to the idea of like that he was doing the gaming IPs. Like whether or not the Borderlands movie is good or not, the fact is, between last year and this year, like last year he did Super Mario movie, this year he did Borderlands, next year he's going to do the Minecraft movie. They're getting him for video game movies. And then he did Jumanji, which is not a video game movie, but they did the little like old Super Nintendo Atari thing. You dust it off and you go in and it's a game, you know. And the new Jumanji movies treat it like a game, like a video game, and not like as much like a board game. It felt like, you know. So like there's something about that. Well, let's look at the track record. Ice Age 2002, Shark Tale 2004, in 2008 Kung Fu Panda, more Kung Fu Pandas, you know, all kids movies. Nacho Libre, we'll take it as a family movie, that's funny. He did a couple like adult-ish ones, like Year One, which could have been a family. Gulliver's Travels. I was looking at the like description on that one. That one looks like a family, like friendly movie. I didn't know he was an Enemy of the State. That's wild. I think in recent years, since he did that first like Jumanji movie in 2007, no, because he had Kung Fu Panda 3 in 16, Jumanji 17, Jumanji 19, new Kung Fu Panda, Borderlands, Super Mario. Yeah, they're really bringing him in right now. He's still writing Tenacious D. Mm-hmm. But she still does the band and stuff too, which that's what's crazy. I'm surprised. I'm more surprised at all these movies that I didn't know he was like a side character in. That's crazy. There's The Big Year in 2011, so that's family friendly. That's Goosebumps and Goosebumps 2. Kind of a the kids horror movies. Those are what the kids horror books were at the little fairs and stuff. The book fair, brother. The book fair? The Scholastic Book Fair? Crazy. Pretty similar to that's a good take. Pretty similar to Eddie Murphy's career post Nutty Professor in Mulan. I like that. That's really good. I agree. I think he definitely like started leaning, and he's taken a few movie jobs here and there, probably because like you need to keep acting, but also like maybe it's that hey, I still want to show that I have diversity in acting, and or maybe he saw that shift and he took some of those roles to see, okay, is this really what I want to do, or do I still want to be a serious role? You know, you take the job for the holiday, you take the job for, you know, this romance, or you slip into an adult comedy, you know, things like that. But it seems like definitely the last like 7-ish years, he's all the way over here with kids movies. This is who he is. Honestly, I think he's doing great. He's doing amazing. I love the fact that I feel like I'm getting a higher volume of Jack Black right now. Like, I love the fact that he's getting more movie like deals, and that he's still acting, and he's just like, I love it. He seems like a good dude too. I don't know. I got a feeling about him. Lit honeysuckle. Oh wait. Princess Blade.
This situation is to our advantage.
This is a piece of cake.
I like it. Good points, good points. Nah, I think it's good. I think he's starting to step into a really good role of like, he's finding his groove again with that, but he's finding it in a place that I think has longevity. And I think it fits well for him. You're like, yeah, it's a lot less physicality. I also think he's finding himself as a pretty skilled like voice actor. I don't know. He did pretty well with Kung Fu Panda and Mario. And I think he's got himself a taste of like Jack Black as a voice actor. And he's done pretty dang good. And I ain't gonna complain.
I remember this. It was laying around like this before.
But it's also like,
Hey, bro, be a bud.
he's built up a rapport, and I think this is similar to what you were saying too. But he's built up the rapport with who we were when we were younger, when we were teenagers and young adults. We got our giggles in. Like, I was laughing at this dude back in 2006 in Nacho Libre when I was, 12? And now, you know, I took Eliza to go see Kung Fu Panda 4 in theaters this year. But she wants to go see Kung Fu Panda. But I'm also like, oh yeah, Jack Black's in it. Of course I want to go watch it. I say that because, like, I know Jack Black and I think Jack Black's funny and I can relate. And I think that that almost like guarantees them a bit of that adult audience, and that whenever they make maybe those couple like adult jokes in the kids movie, that it's gonna land because they know who's there and they know what to expect. There's a few of those things that are in place for you. You know what I'm saying? Damn. Come on, Endurance. Yes. That's why Endurance is so much better than yourself, bro. You speaking on the great Jerry Seinfeld? I'm just kidding. Which, as you know, doesn't work for everyone. Jerry Seinfeld. Savage. Oh, I should have knocked the armor off first. Rookie mistake. Jerry Seinfeld funny without a laugh track. Now it's wild.
Is that all you got?
Big shots fired, but you're not wrong. And damn, I really have to sit back and think about that one. That's crazy. I don't have to think about it, but I'm like, wow. That's a bold thing to say.
Great fighter, Haseo. You're wonderful to watch.
Hey, yo, why you say it like that? Hold on.
How dare you keep getting in Master N's way like that? Don't think I'll forget it.
What? Quasi, are you in? Oh, yeah, you're in here. I think that's the thing we really have to ask about a lot of sitcoms. You relax, bro.
I'm exhausted. Let's just go back.
You know what? Honestly, Alex, I'm with you about that. But like, how many of the sitcom actors have translated over to some longevity in their career? You know what I'm saying? But that's a tough thing, because like, there are TV series actors and actresses, and there are movie actors and actresses, and I don't know. It's kind of hard when you have a long-standing series and you try and break away from that and keep going. You know, not many people, or make the transition from one to the other. It's a tough one. But sitcoms, I don't really know how many sitcom actors I think have left the sitcom world and continued with like a really healthy movie career, or kept acting for years and years after their series ended. Like, people just know them so well for that. And I think it's kind of hard to break that character that you were for so long. I think that's a bit harder than people hiring you for different roles that are the same type of character. And then we know actors like that. We know actors that literally, like, it almost like they walk in and they're themselves. Like, they're not actually acting, they're just this persona of a character, and no matter what movie they're in. Movie acting does tend to have high prestige. I would love to see, like, but these series actors, like, it's hard. Like, if you go in a series and you go for like 9 seasons and you try and get into another successful series for another amount of seasons, I see a lot of those successful people that do TV series, when they finish with the TV series, they become a producer or a writer. They had so much success that they didn't want to go to movies, So they're like, okay, well, I'm just going to be the producer and I'm going to write and help create new shows. And so now they're on the top end of the production and they're not actually in the production. Yo, Instant Nukes, what's up? Hold on, I gotta let this cat out. Gary Oldman? So Quasi apparently disagrees. Quasi doesn't get an opinion. Come on, bro. I'll let you out. Oop. Don't let me close you in there, big dog. What time is it? Well, we got a little bit of time left. I shouldn't have been talking so much today. We're talking about good stuff, though. Splitgate? I have not heard of Splitgate. Disappear into the actor. Disappear into the character actor. Is he a director now? A director or producer? His name is associated with a lot of movies that are pretty good over the years. But is this like a testament to what I was talking about? No, he stays acting. He's acting? Okay, I see him in Harry Potter's The Firm, Kung Fu Panda 2, Batman Begins, Hannibal, The Dark Knight. Let me see his face again. Maybe I'm just not recognizing him. He's got long hair here. Well, he was an actor in all those movies, huh? Oh, fuck, he's serious. How did I not know that? Know exactly what we're talking about now. No, wait. Yeah. So if he's serious, then he's Commissioner Gordon in the Dark Knight series. Yes. He was he Hannibal Lecter in Hannibal? Is that right? Let's go back to 2001. Let's look. No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't. Who's that? He was the guy chasing him. He was the detective. Makes sense. Commissioner Gordon. Now we're getting someone. Now we're cooking. Y'all said it. I swear, every time I come over here, I have a thought, and I come back, and y'all said it. And I'm like, all right. He does play an excellent villain, though. Let's look, though. Beat the Devil. True Crime. He was the FBI agent in True Crime Streets of LA, the video game. Oh my gosh. Love to see it. Legend of Spyro. Ignitus. Isn't that the villain? Ignitus, I think, actually. No. I'm thinking of the other guy. That was the dragon. I lied. He's in the Book of Eli. He's a video game voice actor machine too. Something brain cell. Stop. Don't. Gary Oldman's in this. Where was he? It's like Halo, Portal, and COD all in one game. What? Wait. I know what you're talking about with Splitgate. I know exactly what you're talking about now. Yes. It was like, I remember thinking it was a lot like Portal, where they were throwing out the portals and they were shooting people from behind, and yeah. It got really popular for a minute. Is it still going on like strong? No? I don't know. I don't think it, I wouldn't say it fell off. I would just say like, I haven't heard much from it in a while. It's still alive? That's good. Let me go back and read your thing, Alex, about like the progression of acting here. I hear you. I don't know if I 100% agree. I think it's... I honestly feel like live action's at the bottom. Going from bottom up, I think it's live action, video game, animation, Broadway than movies. I think that people like have this golden idea of movies more than Broadway and theater. I think Broadway and theater is the upper echelon and is the best for people that are really into fine arts. I think for the majority of people like consuming media, I think that movies are at the top. Broadway is snooty. I'm with you. I think it is. I think it's for like, you could say it. And hey, listen, you're talking to the guy that was like that did drama for 4 years, like that loves it. That I love to go to plays and musicals. Like I would be all about Broadway and a live in my face performance versus a decent movie any day of the week. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if I had both that were good, like I don't know. For me personally, like I get it, diving deep into it, a 10 out of 10 movie is a 10 out of 10 movie, and I can put it on a TV on a big screen and I can watch it again. A 10 out of 10 musical or Broadway like theater performance, period, that you are in the audience for, that you see firsthand, that you are a part of the story and everything that's taking place, is so different. It's just such a different experience. It's a different culture, different environment. It's all around, like it takes it to another level. And when you see somebody that can do a great performance in front of you and pull you in and make you feel happy, sad, laugh, depression, like you can empathize with who this person is, and you like at some level know they're acting, but you don't because you're getting transported to a new place there in the room. That shit's different. So I agree, but I think the level that it's held in society as a whole, I think it's right below movies. think live performance is top tier. I'm talking about within. I would say within the acting community, yes. I would say even within the acting community, I think that live actions are being brought down. I think that live actions are below video games now. I think that voice acting got so huge. Animation definitely passed live action, and I think that video games have in recent years passed it too. I think if you throw live action as like the tag to your movie or TV show or something, you're gonna lose some attention from it. You're gonna get immediate critics. I think it's tough. I think it's a tough role to live up to. And I don't think a lot of people want to do it. And I think that it's really hard to do. And I think kind of it's lost its gusto of like, we're bringing this to life. Like, I don't think that people are like, we don't have to bring it to life. Like, you know, leave it as it is. That's still a tough one for me though. Like, I don't know. Like, definitely from the perspective of the audience, it's up there. But I almost think like, I don't really know if I would say like live theater is even better, even in the acting community's eyes, than movies. I think that it's one of those things that's like it's a personal taste and it's a type of entertainment. Like once you get to the highest levels of both, I'm sure that there are people in Hollywood that are like, I would love to do live theater. And they're like, this is what I would love to do. And they kind of wish they were there. And there are people at Broadway that are like, I wish I had a shot at starring in a movie and seeing what I was capable of and doing that. Like, I don't know. Like, I think it is just, I almost think those kind of break even. And it's almost up to your like taste and your passions. But I don't know necessarily that live theater is like held as the upper echelon anymore. And quite honestly, with how media has gone today and is in 2024, I would honestly say it's probably shifted more towards movies. If not, it will be there very, very soon. Level of performance required. Oh, yes. The degree of the performance is there. No doubt. Because I don't think anybody else listening to the stream and you're wondering, when these people go on to do these like live performances and shows, there's no mess ups. There's no, it's almost like it's a one take. Like you spend a ton of time practicing, but you actually step on stage and do it, and you have to do it. If you forget a line, if you miss a step, if the blocking is off, you know, I mean, things can like go south really quick, and you're moving. Once somebody walks off set, they're changing, they're doing this, they're talking to this person, scenes are changing, things are getting dark. You know, like it's a mess, and it's high pressure, high stress for hours. You come down and you do it again in a day or two, and you keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it until the show runs. And like, it's exhausting. It's emotionally and physically exhausting. And it's something that I don't think that actors like sometimes from movies have to deal with, but they do other things though. Like people from movies like get ripped or in shape for a movie scene, or they have time to perfect this specific style of what they're acting and things like that. Like it's a different demand. Come on. Oh, actually, this is something super loud in the dryer. It sounds like you're drying something hard, like shoes or something. It keeps making scraping sound. What you cat? Have you seen the deer anime? My dear friend or whatever it is, Nakama or something. I really want to watch it. The clips I've seen are hilarious. I have not seen it. I've been watching
and go register at the arena.
Isla sometimes hides her feelings in Russian. Nocton, yes. I haven't seen it. I really want to. I was watching that, but I took a break because I was just feeling like I wanted something different, and I came across Insomniacs After School. I'm hooked. I'm trying to finish it. I'm binging it. I don't know what it is. It's that time, but a good romance, stick it hard, bro. It's an ultra sword. I don't think that's the same thing as what he's talking about. You know. Yes. I think the biggest challenge that you have to give to movie actors and actresses is that they don't know. They don't know the reaction of the audience. They don't know how well they're doing. Their performance is strictly based on how they perceive themselves and what the few people behind that camera in that production tell them. Which, you know, the people that are doing production and the people that are acting almost always have different perceptions of like how good and how bad something is. And like the actor or actress that's on the set feels a whole lot different about the fine art of acting versus the person that is highly skilled in the production side of things. And when you're on stage and you're acting, part of it is that you feed off of the audience that's with you. I can almost see out the corner of my eye, or I just know I can feel when I deliver a scene and it's quiet, or when I say something funny and people laugh. You know, Will Ferrell's on a movie set and he's doing just off the wall shit, and people are keeping their cool because they don't want to laugh and the boom might pick it up. You know, it's like, it's almost like how I'm live streaming. Like, if I say something funny, I can't hear y'all laugh. You would have to like type in the chat, that was some funny shit. I like that, you know? But otherwise, I don't get a reaction to feed off of. So 30 people could be watching, I say something funny, and they all could be like on the floor laughing. But because they're on the floor laughing and not typing that was really funny and that was good, I don't have that reassurance of what's happening. Those people film for like 8 months, 5 months, and they have to wait until the showing to see what people say and if it was good. And only their judgment of what they were doing up until that point was if it was good or bad and worth it. And that's the tough part. I think it's the same thing with video games and voiceovers, you know. I don't know, but also like live theater, like you're practicing for months on end to deliver this performance, and then you get in to deliver it and you're like, I probably should have said that different. You can try next performance to deliver it different, but it's like, this is what I've been preparing because this is what I thought was right. And then that goes wrong. That's a whole different ballgame too. So, I mean, but I think that's kind of the tough part. Because that is the audience is a huge part of it. Check YouTube? What am I checking YouTube for? Stefan's avoiding you on YouTube. He's like, this is my domain now. Young lady.
You're gonna fight Siri. I mean, you're gonna fight Ida, aren't you?
I don't know. Well, I mean, look, hold up. Because you're talking about in the acting community.
Haseo, I think I should
Huh?
join.
You're changing your mind?
I think they're low on the totem pole. I don't think that's like... I don't know. It's so hard for me to think that you're going to put animation and video games below live action. Like, I have to think times have changed, not only for the audience, but for the community as a whole, too. That just seems like a very, like, put my foot in the ground and say, like, it's the animation and video games are not now multi-billion-dollar industries that people want to see in that aspect. People crave a great voice actor in an animation more than they want to see a live action. They don't want to see fucking Goku in real life. They want to see a good ass dub actor of Goku in Dragon Ball Super or whatever the next series is, Sparking Zero. And that has got way more value, and to walk into that booth and deliver a great performance there with, by the way, nobody actually sees you, and you are taking on the persona of this character that people love, and you do it well. Oh my gosh, that's way better than fucking live action. I mean, I don't know. Like, I'm the bot over here on the red brand. Hey, yo, Stefan's trying to take over that red brand. He's like, I need those benefits, bro.
Ever since my epitaph was stolen,
Ghost Song lately?
Ida has
What's
been
Ghost
gaining
Song?
more and more power.
Is that an anime or is that something else? Game? Anime? Nerdy stuff? I don't know, Alex. You can tell me your thoughts on that.
All the people who became lost ones,
Yes. We're about to help Sirius, though.
that they're suffering like they are. If I hadn't had my epitaph stolen, then Bordeaux would never have.
I told you, it's not your fault.
That's not you.
But
That's
I have
not
to
you,
do
baby
something,
girl.
Haseo. I can't leave this all up to others.
Listen well, young lady. We're about to fight Sirius, who has been infected by Ida. Epitaph users are not invincible. If we lose, even Haseo may not come out of it unscathed.
See, but I think that the VAs... I think that the VAs and people in the animation and video game area didn't join that strike because they're way more on a chopping block. Like, we still just see stupid stunts by high-level producers of video game companies and production companies that are... Because, like, one big thing is, like, Japan. Japan has a lot of the anime. Animation's huge there. And sometimes with the English companies, too. But they kind of tend to expect you to overwork and not get paid as much for it. And they haven't placed that value on how great those actors and stuff are. Listen, when I get the deal, that'll be the day. We're getting it done. We're getting it done for
Both
Savior Guardian
Entrance
X.
and I
It's
are
happening.
able to use avatars. We're the best choice for this fight.
One day, one day. Oh, I'll behave. Oh my gosh, wild. But I think that they're just like let's take for instance, because we're talking about 2022, 2023. What happened last year with Bayonetta? The long, which, by the way, neither here nor there that they were talking about how much she was actually getting paid and this and that, blah blah blah. But they were easily ready to cut ties and not negotiate a good contract for the Bayonetta VA that had done the first two games for this really high like revenue IP and things like that.
Tell me.
The fact that they got games that do really good overseas and they don't put the time and effort into the English VAs here in the States. Like, I think it's a problem that they're just undervalued by the production companies. But I don't think that the peers in the acting world look down upon video games and animation as much as live action, I should say. Not live acting, but live action. But they're not see, that's my thing. And maybe, and just maybe I'm missing the point of like the overall. I don't think that they're low. I think that you're right that they're considered lower valued, but they're considered lower valued by the production and like acting and all of that. I don't necessarily think they're considered lower valued to the peers that are actually doing the acting across the board. I think that those people are valuing them quite high, and I think that they're realizing like, hey, these guys are making a big change and they're doing really good things and they are worth this much. But I don't think that we're in a time that they could have stepped out and fought for that. I don't think that it's caught up to the higher ups how valuable they are, and I don't think the higher ups have seen how valuable that is and how much revenue a great voice actor brings a game. And I think they're starting to realize that, but it's kind of like, I mean, branding and trends and stuff, when it comes to higher level companies that are making billions upon billions, they're just so stuck in their old ways. They can't change anything. It's crazy. I don't know.
How about I take over?
But I guess I hope that kind of makes sense. And maybe that's where my disconnect is. I don't think you're necessarily wrong. But I'm saying, I think, if I'm thinking about it right, as far as the acting community, the people that are on stage, the people that are working it, the people that are out there doing the entertainment, I think that they as a group value that pretty high, higher than most people think.
Coon.
But I think where they're undervalued is the people actually signing the checks. And quite honestly, they were the people in like voice acting for animations and video games are way more on a chopping block, and they feel like they will go out and get somebody cheaper. Movies, they've just been around too long and doing well. They won't do that. Good point about the
I'll go
Oscars
out
and the
there in their
SAG.
place.
Coon?
Leave it to me. I'll become your sword and shield. I'll watch Haseo's back in your stead.
Wait a minute. Weren't you finished with GU?
Weren't you?
Yeah, well, I thought I was. But you know, I just can't leave a delicate young girl when she's in trouble. Seeing as I'm such a gentleman and all.
Oh my gosh. I love Coon.
Delicate? Where do you see a delicate young girl in this group?
Hey!
To be perfectly honest, I still don't agree with how Yada and the CC Corp are handling this whole situation.
Cyberpunk is such a great game, bro.
But I realize now that leaving GU isn't gonna help change anything.
I got part of the way through that new DLC, and I've really been wanting to go back because I
need to
know
keep
I'm not
fighting
doing
and
it
fighting
justice.
until the world becomes a safe online game again. I know now. That's all I can do. And that's why...
Did you start it before the update? Because after the update is still great. I honestly think both systems of the game before the major update, how everything works with like power level and scales and, you know, like skill trees and shit. Like, I like the new one and I like the old one. I think they both were great. The old one, Cyberpunk got a bad rap because it was crashing a lot when it first released. They didn't release it at the right time. They should have waited 6 more months and worked out the kinks. They would have had Game of the Year if they waited and worked out the kinks. It was a good ass game. And they revived it with that anime. Listen, Cyberpunk's a great game. I stand by it all day, every day. And I personally didn't have the same problems a lot of people were having on the internet. I had one time where I had to restart a quest because it got stuck. And it kind of glitched up on me. Outside of that, that game has been perfect for me. So I don't necessarily have the same views as other people that are like, that game was complete garbage, it was unplayable. I was like, it was completely playable and it was hella fun the first time, and it's hella fun the second time after the update. Like,
I've decided I'm gonna bet on you.
listen.
You see, Haseo, I always thought you were, how do I put this, too self-centered.
No, you're right, Alex. I can see that. But I'm saying, when I hear live action, I think what we're starting to realize is animation is the adaptation that people are seeking now. That's great. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're trying to do this series scene and talk. Here's how I'm seeing it. I think of live action, and I think live action is bringing a live action adaptation of a really good playwright or a story or a book or this or that. I think animation is starting to be the adaptation for a lot of books and ideas and things like that. Vividly for like animation, anime is literally an adaptation of, you know, manga, books. I think that people are starting to see there's an adult audience there, and it's strong, and there's a prominent audience across the board for this. And they've seen a lot of bad physical renditions of this, of these fantasy specifically stories. I think people are starting to lean in and say, hey, you know, like, we don't have to pay millions upon millions upon millions to do this live action version with all these special effects and CGI and things like that to bring this world to life. I think they're starting to really highly value a good voice actor that can handle those characters, and that we can actually draw and animate this to life. And I think that it's been very good in Japan, and I think it's starting to shift its way here to the US. And so I think when I think live action, I think people are going to stop trying to do live action adaptations. And I think people are starting to shift their mindset towards an animation adaptation. And that's why I think live action is getting lower on that bar. And that we're actually seeking a great voice actor. But I do think like that those things are below actual live theater and movies and TV series. Like absolutely. Like it's just that's not there in the US.
But if you really didn't have any consideration for others, Syllabus and Gaspard would never look up to you like they do.
Alex, that's true. Without a face, you know, it's easy to replace.
As you are now,
Without a face,
you
it's
just might
easy to
have the
replace.
power
Crazy.
and the kindness needed to destroy Ida.
True. True.
That's why I'm placing my abilities in your hands.
I was saying true to the last comment from Alex because I'm still coming up and reading Mrs. Alex's thing.
What
think
is this?
when I think
Some
of
special
the
male
separation
bonding
of like
power
a
thing?
movie, a TV show, and live theater, and then you say live action, I always think live action and animation are big in the adaptation theory of another either written or mental like idea or story or personification, and then we're going to bring it either into an animation to bring it to life, or we're going to bring actual physical actors in as a live adaptation. And that's what I kind of see it as. So maybe that's my like disconnect on that, because if you're saying live action is encompassing all of this recorded media, because we said like live theater, movies and TVs, and then live action. You know, so live action has to be disconnected from all of these like movies, TV shows, this and that. And so I think strongly like the majority of that I think about is a live action adaptation. So I mean I'll have to think about it there for a second now. Because we're talking about you're all encompassing like all media with a real person on screen. Does that make sense? At least that's my mind. That's where my mind went whenever I saw that list.
Anyway,
Hold on.
that's how it is, Pi.
I'm gonna finish
I'm
reading
sorry,
Alex's
but
too.
You're not going to budge on this, are you? Fine. This delicate young girl will sit back and play support.
Oh my gosh. Pi, you are a delicate young woman. If we're specifically referring to TV acting, then I agree. Yeah. When I saw that, I just put, because I think before we've talked about it, we had talked about it. Like we did movies / TV actors. And I guess when I saw that list from the original post, I just thought Broadway theater, and then I saw movies, and I just put TV actors in that. Like I just thought television media, actors and actresses, boom, and then live action, which is why I thought the way I thought.
Thanks, Pi.
But in exchange, you better defeat them. Got that?
Of course. Not only that, we'll heal Adelie too.
That's right. We're gonna heal Adelie.
We'll make it so she can laugh in this world once again.
What a line. We're gonna make it to where she can laugh
I'll
at
invite
this world.
Coon and Endrance and go register at the arena counter.
Alright. So now we're doing Coon. That boy. I'm gonna go save after that big talk we just had. Because I'm not gonna lose and listen to that again. If I have to. Alright. Oh my gosh, I didn't want to go this late. Alright, we're finish this fight. Yeah, goofy.
No matter what, we cannot lose this fight.
Can't lose. Can't lose.
I really want Haseo to lose, but I don't want Master Ren to lose. Master Ren, I don't know what I should do.
What to do?
Huh? This is... Haseo? Sakaki.
Oh, bitch, right there.
Sirius, the brightest star in the galaxy. When the Azure Wolf howls, the earth shakes and shocks resound throughout the
Azure
arena.
Wolf. What a
Tonight we
name.
will find out the true weight of the word Emperor. Haseo, Endrance, and Coon. They've come here with a whole new lineup.
Endrance is a blade brandier and Coon is a steam gunner. A very offensive lineup indeed.
Are the challengers nothing more than sheep to the slaughter now? Here comes a champion, Team Sirius!
Well, those are the guys.
The figure of Sirius gives off an unearthly vibe, and his teammates are pretty creepy themselves.
Good luck. Thank you. I'm a little low level for
What's
this.
happened to
but-
Sirius? Something's changed. His expression looks demonic.
So, you all came to steal it too, did you? Well, it's mine. You got that? Mine! 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 Mine!
Fozzie, I know you're
Damn,
not liking me on
he's
it.
totally lost it.
He's not much for conversation.
Ida is drawn to people's deepest passions, whether they are positive or negative.
And then magnifies those feelings?
It releases the binds of reason. So then, Sirius's strong attachment to being Emperor was what called Ida to him.
All right, here we go.
Imagine it's an actual person behind the headset that was Aowooing right there. I know my game did not just crash. I know my game did not just crash. I know my game did not just crash. Chat. I know the game did not just crash. I was about to whoop his ass. Well, we were fixing to finish that. But we saved before that fight, remember? Saved before that fight. You know, I'm going to have to call it here because I didn't want to go where it is. Back to Apex it is. Oh my gosh. Nah, Alex wouldn't be able to handle it. Yo, Brutal Snowden, what's up? Yo, how you doing, bro? My bad. We'll be back at it. Okay, so the new schedule is Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. So we'll be back at it Wednesday. Hopefully I'll have my new, I think I'm gonna have my new mic situation set up by Wednesday. So keep that in mind. Hopefully we're gonna be rocking the new stuff then. Just got home from playing ball. That's what I'm talking about. Yo, sorry you walked in at the end of the stream. What the flexy? What the flexy, bro? Yo. Love it. Oh my gosh. Ooh. I need to play some more. I need to get out and play something. Let me tell you. I've been really wanting to get active. But we did soccer this weekend. Oh, so before we get off, I'll tell y'all. Coached my first soccer game this weekend. Eliza played her first soccer game this weekend. We won by 1 point. Oh, we won on a nail biter, y'all. We were down. We won 8-7. And we were down by 2 goals with like 13 or 14 minutes left. And them kids, they pulled it out. I was stressed. So it was great. It was great though. Like, oh my gosh, it was so much freaking fun. I loved it. Every minute of it. It was awesome. It was insane. Yes, the football champs. Oh my gosh. I love it. It was freaking awesome though. It was a good weekend. We were high. We were high on life yesterday. Me and Eliza both. I was like, baby, you won. She's like, I won. It was like, we won. She was like, yeah. She was still stunned. She was like, oh, the kids are so small. I think they were partially like, I had to like get them in gear at one point. I was like, look, dog, it's like a 1 point game, you know, and like stuff happened. And I was like, hey guys, we're tied. And they're like, what? I was like, we're tied. Next goal wins. And I was like, there's like 3 minutes left in this game. Sure enough, with like 1 minute left, kid scores a goal. And man, they were hyped. They were like, oh yeah. I was like, guys, don't celebrate too much. We got to play defense for like 30 seconds. I swear, please. It was 30 seconds because they kept running the clock and they were setting the kids up and stuff. And I was like, look, man, like, dude, hey, just lock it in. Because we don't want to go to PKs. I don't want to do that. After one practice and we're having our first game, that's not what I wanted. So I was like, let's finish this out. But they were great. They love these kids, man. It's awesome. Oh shoot. I'll give you some more detailed stories later. But Wednesday, we're gonna be streaming again. Wednesday night. Time to start. No PKs for TK. No PKs this week. We'll do PKs next time around. I think we're gonna work on scoring some goals and practice on this week. We're gonna work on a little bit of ball handling, passing, and shooting. And then we're gonna scrimmage it up. We're gonna get these kids ready. We're gonna teach them about positions because they need to learn that. After like 4 plays, these kids are like, oh, run and roll for coach. So
So I'm like, yeah, now, what if I put this in? This ain't even work. Get away from me. Get off me. So yes. Oh my gosh. It was hilarious. It was fun. It was hilarious though. It's great. We were all over the place. But yes. All right, so back on it. Wednesday, guys. We're gonna be back on it. We're playing Die Hack. We're trying to finish the series before the end of the month. So we got pretty much, including this week, we got like 2.5 weeks that I want to knock this out. Because I think the 26th is when Zelda comes out. So I want to be finished by the 25th. I don't know if we're going to be finished with it by then, quite honestly. We can probably finish Volume 2 this week, but finishing Volume 3 in a week and a half, I don't know. Unless we really had some super deep streams. We'll look at it, we'll talk about it. We're definitely doing Zelda when it launches, and over October we're going to be playing some Metaphor. I want to knock out Dot Hack, and then we'll be on to Yakuza, which I'm super excited to play, especially 7 and 8 that are turn-based. I think those look extremely fun. But I'm all about a good hack and slash too. But yeah. Hey guys, no matter what, I'll see y'all on Wednesday. I appreciate y'all. Y'all are freaking awesome. I love y'all. The community is strong. The community is great. What an awesome Sunday. You're getting my week started off with a smile. I love you guys. Y'all are freaking awesome. I mean it. Y'all make my days better. Y'all make my week better. Coming on here and seeing people chatting, talking about whatever random things we talk about, playing games, it really does. It makes it for me. I'm so humbled. I'm so blessed. Y'all are really the best. I hope to see y'all again here soon. I'm going to go get some sleep after I watch an episode of anime. And I suggest y'all do the same. Get ready for the work week. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. And have a good night. Take it easy. Sleep tight. Don't let those bed bugs bite.